We did it. Congratulate yourself. You are on day 30. And we wrote, all life is a manifestation of the Spirit, the manifestation of love. Morei Ushiba. Think about that. Your life is a manifestation. And if you want to believe, if you don't want to believe, sometimes all we have to do is look. And if you really want to believe, look at someone close to you. Look at their life, look at what they say, look at the actions that they take, and look at the outcomes. It's sometimes a lot easier to see manifestations into other people's lives, and don't hold judgment. This is not about a judgment. This is not a judgment exercise. This is for you to understand that you are manifesting always. And this is why it's so important to stay in the light, to stay in the vibration, and why yesterday's energy was so important. Congratulations, today is the day you have been waiting for, but it will not be what you expect. Today will be almost a complete repletion to day one. Why? Because you are different. You're no longer the beginner. You are a bit wiser, more positive, more aligned. And today, when you set the same goal, the intention, the desire, you will declare it with all your love and all your might. You will move throughout this beautiful day 30 and say out loud, the last time will be right before bed, right before you go to sleep, like a prayer. You will repeat your wanting, you will declare it, and you will know on this day 30th, day of your spiritual journey with the beautiful angels of manifestation, that it is already yours. I have found that when I desire something, like when I go to, per se, old vision board journals, things that I want, I look at them and see things that I wanted, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I really wanted that. Or things that I wanted, and then now I have, and I forgot that I wanted them, like my Nissan Quest. I wanted my Nissan Quest. When I bought my husband's car in 2013, I think it was 2013. It might have been 2014. I'm not even 100%. But we went to Hyundai, and right next to Hyundai was Nissan. And I've always been a minivan girl. Always loved vans. My dad always had trucks and vans. I always loved vans. So I went into the Nissan, and we were looking at the Nissan Quest, and I was so in love. And they were like $60,000. They were like crazy. Even I can't imagine vans right now. But the one that, of course, the one that I saw was fully loaded. It had all the bells, all the whistles. It was amazing. And I said, I'm going to have a Nissan Quest. This is my car. This is my dream car. I'm going to have my car. And I forgot about it. I wrote it down in my journal. I mean, I'm sure I could find my journal exactly when I wrote about it and how I wanted it and da 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 da. That was, like I said, might have been like 2013. I'm not even sure. So in 2016, closer to 2017, I was ready to buy a car. And I never said I wanted a Nissan Quest. I just wanted a van. And I remember I went to one of the places and they didn't have the van, and the guy's trying to stick me into some Jeep. I don't even know what the fudge, Liberty, some crap. And I'm like, no, I need 3 rows and I want a van. Oh, we don't have a van. You should get this. No. Because you know how it is. You go to these shark salespeople and they just want to stick you in whatever they want to stick you. God forbid you want something. So I was like, no, I want my van. I'm going to sit on the website. Oh, you're not going to find it. Da, 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 da. 2 days passed and I sit on the website because I was pissed that day. I was very upset because they were so like, oh, you should get this and this is what you're gonna get, and we never get vans. And I was even looking for Dodge Caravan. I wasn't even thinking about the Nissan. So I'm sitting on the website and I'm looking it through, and all of a sudden this black beautiful Nissan Quest shows up, and I jumped on it. I put in my deposit, I jumped on it. And then the next day I get a call from the dealer and they're like, hey, we saw that you put a deposit on that van. And they even tried to talk me out of it because somebody else said that they wanted it and they were going to pay more for the van. And they couldn't do that because I had already, pretty much, it was my van. It's kind of like their policy or something. So a week later, I bought the van. And I didn't notice until afterwards. I mean, I knew it was a Nissan Quest, but I didn't know that it was actually exactly the Nissan Quest that I had asked for back in 2013. And like I said, sometimes things take time, because when I was buying my husband's car, it was more of a, oh, I really want a van. It was something that like I wanted, but it wasn't like a burning desire. It was like me putting it out there into the universe that I wanted it. But when I wanted a van in 2016, it was a burning desire because I had my granddaughters with me and I wanted us to have a lot of room. I wanted them to be comfortable. I wanted the car to be able to go to because we do a lot of events and go out and a lot of outdoorsy stuff and a lot of park stuff. So I love my van. So sometimes when we're desiring things in the beginning, we don't know if that's exactly how it's going to be, or if it's, we don't know. So we allow. So when you go back to day one, what you asked for in this 30 days, and you look at today, see the difference. See if it's still a burning desire. See if it's still something you want. See if things have changed. See if maybe you've manifested some little miracles, some little things, some little synchronicities. And be aware, because when you go throughout your day 30, you are in the power, especially with all the work that we've done these last couple of days, especially yesterday's work. You are now in that vortex vibration where your angels are walking alongside of you. And I want you to be aware of that. Your angels are walking alongside of you. They see everything you're going through, everything. They see if you're in a relationship, they see your job, they see your children, they see everything and everyone around you. And then what's going to happen, and I want you to be aware of this, there's things that maybe no longer fit into your life that will simply go away. There's things that need to go away in order for the great new things to come in. And then there's things that are going to come in that you have been asking for, and maybe you weren't even aware because you forgot about them. And then you'll see it somewhere, or you remember later, oh my God, I really did want that. Oh my God, I said that I did. And it's so cool to live in this form. Like I shared with you about my cat. So everything in my life comes that way. Everything. It's so cool living in this beautiful manifesting vibration, knowing that everything and anything that you desire is at your disposal, eagerly and effortlessly waiting for you. So today, declare 12 times, and you will say it. Here I didn't write it, but I say, I'm grateful that this has happened. I am grateful that this has manifested. Or sometimes I'll say, I want something. I want this. A lot of people tell you to talk about it like it already happened, but there's days that I'm in that energy of I want, and I want this, and I'll be like, I want this, and I declare it like if I'm walking into a store and I'm telling the clerk, hey, I want to buy this. I declare it in that form. Think about you're walking into the universal vibrational energy, the storming of everything and anything, and you decide, that's what I want. Give it to me. My vibration is ready. If you're walking to the stores, because you have the cash. Same thing, different energy, different scenario. Think about that. Today you're in that frequency of assuming the position of having what you desire, because now you're in the vortex and everything and anything is yours. I hope these beautiful 30 days have brought you a lot of positive energy. There's a lot of questions. It says, is this really your last day, or is it just the beginning? So there's a lot, because the whole point is for you to continue. I talk about the quotes about Jim Rohn. If you're proud of yourself, and of course you go into your 5 actions. But I want you to come back and go into the results of your action steps and see what you've manifested. Go into the results, and when things start to show up, write them in. You know, sometimes I forget because I have so many journals, so many years. But sometimes, like what I do in my journals, and I talked about this in one of my manifesting things, is that I will say, we're in 2023 per se, right? And I'll go to the journals of 2011, 12, and 13. And then I'll even get 2014 because life is full of patterns. And believe it or not, energies repeat themselves. So by seeing what I went through in those different vibrations and energies, gives me an indication and gets me ready for what's happening. If I'm seeing lack in certain energies, I know that there's lack in the atmosphere. So then I prepare for the lack. Either I create more things to sell, I create more products, or I do a side gig to, you know. So the point is for us to always be ready and not be the victim. Because when you put yourself in the energy of the victim, everything becomes a ripple effect, almost like a domino effect, and it just sabotages your manifesting. And that's not what you want to happen. So when you feel angry, sad, depressed, it's time to go right back into the angels, which we did on day 28 or day 29. Revisit the different angels, revisit those different energies, and connect with those vibrations to clear. Sometimes it's as simple as going outside and putting your feet on the dirt, hugging a tree to exchange the energies so they can help you clear. Sometimes you have to go more in depth. Sometimes you need Reiki work. It all depends on where you are. There's no two people alike. There's no two energies alike. Some people are more blocked, some people are less. Some people are more open to attunement. Some people are more closed off, and it makes it harder to, you know. So if this is not working for you, it's because you need stronger stuff. You need bigger attunement. You need either one-on-one, or you need someone to come in and just shift your energy, which could be done through one-on-one, through full sessions, through live sessions. I hope this brings a lot of blessings to you. If you are done, please go over to Amazon and leave a 5-star review. You know, maybe share a picture of you with your journal. You know, all of that makes this work go up to everyone else because it's all an algorithm. And the more people that are manifesting, the greater our world will be. Because if you're in a good place, then you could share your good energy. You could expand your good energy. I walk into a room and change the light. People come into my home, which not a lot of people come into my home, and they're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in a different place. They feel the vibration. It feels good because I am in another vibration, another energy. And when I feel that I'm not, I go right to my work and clear that so I could get right back into the vortex. Namaste.